Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm taking a quick break away from the mad dash to the finale of NaNoWriMo. But speaking of which, I've been watching the booktube videos lately that spurned from Mercy's Bookish Musings and her video on reader fatigue and how it relates to critical reading. And it's been making me think a lot about my own relationship with literary fiction, particularly Jennifer from Insert Literary Pun Here, her video where she talked about how as she's doing more critical reading, she's being able to tell the difference between books that sort of just mention ideas and those that delve really deep into them. But that gave me a bit of an existential crisis about my work in progress for NaNoWriMo. So thanks a lot. You know, NaNoWriMo is such a crazy month for looking at your own work and deeming it bad, but that's not the way things should be. Next month I'm looking forward to getting back into videos where I get to look at other people's books and see how they're bad. Maybe starting with these four. This is my November 2017 book haul. I just have 4 quick books to share. The first book I picked up a couple of months ago when I went to a reading where this author was presenting at the new Politics and Prose location at the Wharf. I actually vlogged about it in week 2 of NaNoWriMo, so I'll link to that down below. It is Total Cat Mojo by Jackson Galaxy, the star of the Animal Planet show My Cat from Hell. I've just been intrigued by his relationship with cats. He just seems to understand them on a deep level, and I listened to his memoir earlier this year, and I've just been thinking more seriously about how I should approach cat care. At the beginning of October, I lost my cat Leia. She died after a quick illness, and I'm debating about when I should adopt a new cat. I am thinking it'll be relatively soon, but one of the things I want to do is read this book and give serious thought to cat care and how I want to do things this time around. So I guess this isn't the ideal booktube way of reading a book where you're judging it on its literary merits. I'm kind of doing a more of a how-to sort of vibe with this one, but I'm hoping to get to it in December or January. This next book I picked up from East City Bookshop. Here's a bookmark. It is a bookstore, an indie bookstore on Capitol Hill, so in case you want to visit, there's more to Capitol Hill than just politics. It is Franklin's Flying Bookshop by Jen Campbell. Many of you will probably know Jen Campbell because of her booktube videos where she talks so eloquently about fairy tales and other of her literary interests and bookish life. This is one of several of her books, but it's her first one for children. And I so happen to have a niece who just turned 4 and needs a gift for the holidays, and I just thought this would be right up her alley. You know, she loves to read, and she loves dinosaurs, and dragons are kind of close to dinosaurs. So I'm really looking forward to giving this book to my niece. And part of the reason I am looking forward to giving that book to my niece is for a really geeky reason, because I too have bought a adult book from Jen Campbell. It is, as we've seen on BookTube a lot, The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night, her new short story collection, which I don't know when it's going to come out in the States, but I decided I'm going to use Book Depository. I love this this bookmark. It looks like I can color it in. So I just ordered it direct. And I'm really looking forward to reading these. I love short stories, and actually ever since she started the Try a Short Story tag, where you read one short story from several collections and then decide which one you're going to continue with, I've done that tag a few times on my birthday. And I'm really looking forward. I just think it's only fair that for my next birthday, when I do my next Try a Story tag, this book will be in the running. And finally, I have another holiday gift for my niece. I use this website called Put Me in the Story, and I buy her about 1 book a year from that site. They feature stories about kiddie properties where you can insert the child's name into it. So I went with Disney Princess's Dream Big Princess Grace, because my niece is very much into the Disney princesses, and so I was able to write a personal inscription for her, and here's a picture of her that I was able to put in, and there's also a picture of her on the back. And throughout the book, it addresses her. Well, they talk about the other Disney princesses, but they also address her by name. And one of the things that I like about this book in particular is that it's interactive, and for each princess, they encourage you to make a list of things. Like for Princess Aurora, they have a song list for Princess Aurora, and then they have a song list where Grace can put in her favorite songs. And of course for Belle, it's books, because of course. I really am hopeful about the interactive portion. Maybe I should sit down with her myself and see if she'd be interested in thinking about these things. But even if not, at least there's the story, and knowing how much she loves princesses, I think this one will be a hit. At least I hope so. So that about covers it for me now. How are you doing with your books, and how are you doing with your shopping for other people for the holidays? I guess my shopping for Grace is over, or maybe at least it should be, but now I have to think about books for my mother and my sister. They tend to go to me and say, just get me something that you think I would like, so now I have to put on my thinking cap, and I tend to get literary fiction titles for them, usually something I've read or am personally interested in, and it seems to go over well, but I just have to narrow it down. What type of books do you enjoy getting for your family? I'd certainly be interested in how other people attack this issue. So, yeah. Happy NaNoWriMo, everybody participating. Keep writing, keep writing. We're almost at the end. We're almost there. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.